Hello,
Oh,
everybody. Hey, welcome, welcome. It is Sue Ellis Seller and Alexandra Karakopoulou. Yay!
you did it again.
Yay!
Hello.
And hello. Let me just share on my own personal page that we're live now so that people
This is
can
good.
just see.
Mhm.
So, if you want to start out with a little bit of information about
Of
yourself,
course,
just to introduce
of
yourself
course.
again to the audience.
Okay, so I'll introduce myself once again. I'm Alexandra Karakopoulou. I'm Greek. I mean, you can tell that by my last name. And I'm an astrologer, a psychological astrologer to be precise. That means that I'm very interested in your souls. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just interested in the character, the talents, the blockages, whatever the soul has to say in analyzing the horoscope. But not only that, I'm a classical astrologer. So that means that I'm observing like the sky and all the planets and how they affect us in life and what can we do better and how can we just proceed with our lives in our daily life. And not only that, in all the aspects. And of course, I'm an energetic person. My spiritual sister is Sueli Saller, and we're doing that once a month. So we do some forecasts for the months to come and for every month in a very interesting combination with astrology and tarot.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
So, what do we have this month? Which tarot deck? What did you choose?
This month we have the Jeopardizzi Tarot deck. Hang on one second. I'm just posting that we're live on my page.
This is good because we are, and I know that it's a Catholic holiday this weekend. It's a big Catholic thing. So, guys, happy Easter! And I know today is the Good Friday, so it's a very sacred day. I mean, I'm a believer. I'm a Greek Orthodox, but that doesn't mean anything because we all believe in the same thing. So we're going to talk about April. You see, I wore flowers today, and this is also symbolic. I spoke about that before to Susan, because April is, let's say, the first month of spring. Spring is coming, the flowers are blooming. So I said, let's do something positive. I mean, lockdown is getting on our nerves and on our heads, and we're going all crazy. But April is a month that I have to say, it's not such a bad month, astrologically speaking. But since we are like in between some really, really awkward periods, also for the astrologers, we see that the period that we are like in, it's not, let's say, the easiest one. It's very challenging. You feel it. And we go through now the first square of the three squares that are going to come, which are happening between Uranus and Saturn. So we have the father, Uranus, and the son, Saturn. If you know something about Greek mythology, Uranus was the father and Saturn was the son. So after this collision, after this boom that happened between them, the Titans came out. So that means that we have to do with the confrontation. It's a big confrontation period. And I spoke about three squares that are going to happen. And now we're confronting the first one. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Nothing's like, the sky is not going to fall on our heads. No, the aliens are not going to come. UFOs, no, nothing. So I will say that this month is a controlling month. That means that we are getting tested more this month in all these actions that we took. Like, what did we do? Did we do it correctly? Did we play some serious games with people? Did we try to to fool somebody. It's not going to work, people. We have to be careful of karma, because karma is really a bitch, and karma is coming back for you. And throughout all this period, and throughout 2021, 2022, 2023, be careful what you're wishing for. Be careful what you do. You have to really control your actions, because everything that happens that is phony, everything that's like happening like in a very sublime way and hidden, it's not gonna succeed. It's never gonna succeed. So we have confrontations. We have revenge, and revenge not for the people who have the power in a bad way. Revenge for the people who are using the power in a good way, for rights, for human rights.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I mean, it's a very strong period. We feel that, we see that a lot of things are happening at the moment, also in socioeconomical level, and also in spiritual level, and you see what's happening also in an economical, financial level. We're getting tested, people, and we're getting tested hard way, like in a very hard way. So just keep up the good work, I would say, and keep on doing what you're doing best. Respect the others. Try to stay on the side of the light, and you're not going to lose. So this is my small prologue.
No, but I love that. I think it's really, really fascinating that the stars and planets are lining up in a way that is so connected with what's going on in the real world right now, because we are in a phase where it almost feels like we're on this precipice of moving forward. And I think I'm personally somebody, I don't know about you, but I have this thing called instant karma. And if I even think about doing something that's a little bit shady, or then the universe is like, bash. And this is how it's been since I was little. So I just don't even bother, and plus it doesn't feel good to me. I'm kind of one of those people that really, in most things, tries very, very hard to be kind and polite and courteous. Of course, we all have our bad days and our off days, but but for the most part, acting with integrity, doing the right thing, even when nobody else is looking, is super important to me. It's just something that I think is the way you should live your life. So, yeah.
I had to point it out because it happens a lot, and it already started. We talked about it many times, but we have to talk and again and again and again, because it's something that everybody's feeling. You feel secure to speak about your feelings now. It's the correct time. Now it's the time to speak about all these differences, about the insecurities that you have, about all these things that are happening for a good reason. Speak about human rights. Also, say hi. Yeah. If you had any questions, if you want to chat with us, if you want, I don't know, to just say hello, I'm listening. Please be able to do that. No, I just wanted to say that this month, I will say that again, it's a good month in the general way. We have a new moon, of course, and a full moon, and all the personal planets, which are very important, are coming together, making aspects with each other. That means that everything that has to do with interpersonal relationships affects us. So we have to be really careful about what do we say to whom. Communication is really important, people. It's really important. And also, a lot of things are happening this month in your professional life. Also, professional things are coming up. So be careful of your decision making. Yeah, control your instincts, control as much as you can. I know it's not easy, but you have to control. And now I'm very anxious to listen to Susan and to see what card is going to come up.
Okay, so for the month of April, in an overall, I like this, the Chariot. This
Oh.
And like I said, this is Jeopardisi, and the deck is really super beautiful. It's colorful. It's very artistic and creative. It's a little bit off from the normal Rider-Waite tarot deck that we've come to know and love. But this is figuring out what you want and really, kind of making sure that you have this balance in your life. It is related to, a lot of times related to travel and movement, because it's a chariot, of course. So if you're planning on any kind, and that might be a really good indication that things are going to finally open up with travel and with being able to move around and kind of in a way that we haven't been able to since the pandemic started. But it's also the space in a person's life where they really truly grab the reins and make a decision on which way they want to go in life. And this again can have to do with the integrity. So you are the one who gets to choose. And in the normal Rider-Waite deck, there are two sphinxes in the foreground, and one is black and one is white. And it is really an indication of, kind of choosing what you want to lead with. Like you were saying, what impulses are going to guide you. And kind of when you're dealing with things with integrity, I feel like the chariot is one of the, because when I deal with tarot, I do a lot of personal development related themes.
Yes.
And so you can really see it illustrated in this one, how you do have the right to choose, and that there is a balance, and that these, sometimes you have to, in order to go places, you have to really kind of find that calm space within yourself and really choose what you want to do and how you want to do it. So I think it's a really good compliment to exactly what you were saying originally about the month of April.
Once again, magic happens. I mean, yes. About decision, and the chariot came. I was like, whoa, excited. This is so exciting. Every time, so exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's really about decision making.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable. And you can feel it in your guts. You feel it. Hey, Therese. Oh, yeah. Hi. Great to see you again. So you have to make decisions, huh? Because you love the chariot. So I will start with Aries.
Okay.
It's the month of Aries. And I will also say this time, I will put a title for each, just for fun.
Okay.
For each zodiac sign. So hold the bosses, like hold on. So Aries, it's your birthday month, and something good can April hide for you. My impulsive Aries, the new moon on April the 12th in your zodiac sign is very favorable for new beginnings. The dynamic Mars gives you the right energy and that you need to succeed, and the communicative Mercury keeps you company until the 19th of the month. So that means communication, flirting, love, new acquaintances, meaningful discussions. What else do you want? Pay attention only to family tensions. Maybe home and family are giving you some riddles at this time. That means they are trying to communicate with you, but you don't really understand what they want to say. So pay attention, because some minor annoyances may come. You will achieve your goals as long as you don't forget your roots. Never forget where you started from. The full moon on April the 27th on the secretive Scorpio can make you feel that you don't want to have anything to do, anything more. You have it all. And what happens? Your hidden desires will come to the surface, so you have to confront them. Have a little patience. Everything is going to come up. That's for Aries.
Wonderful. And you said the 12th is the new moon. Sorry about that. The 12th is the new moon and the 22nd is the full. Is that what you said?
27.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just wanted to write that down so I would know.
12th of April is the new moon. And it's generally speaking, I can just say also that it's good for new beginnings for all the zodiacs, all the zodiac signs. It's good. This new moon, not like the other one. This new moon is good for new beginnings. Because you could forget about it. Just forget about it. Forget it. The 27th of April, which is the full moon, it's in Scorpio this time.
Okay.
Secrets.
Ooh, secrets. Yeah. And this is
it's sex, money, maybe. So, what's the card?
So for the month of April for Aries, we have the Empress. And the Empress is a card of new beginnings, nurturing things, finally bearing fruit. So this kind of goes along with what Alexandra was saying. So if you have these new creative projects or passions, then you can go ahead and understand that in this month, they will end up showing up in the way that you had hopefully envisioned them. Don't forget to nurture them too, because I feel like the Empress is a card of nurturing and making sure that you're giving everything support, guidance, love, and that energy to help it to grow to the next level. So there we go for Aries.
Interesting. Nurturing. Interesting. Yeah. Aries is impulsive. We know that. But Aries has an energy that's really nurturing. It can nurture, can like spread the energy, and you see then things are coming up in a very, let's say, how can I say that? A very impressive way, like an emperor. Why not? Like an empress.
Right, exactly. And then it's also, kind of the energy of the moment as well. It just ties and fits in so well with the month, with it being Aries focused right now. So yeah, definitely.
I know some Aries. I know that this is really them. So we go on with Taurus. Move, you're not a tree. This is my title. So, with the unpredictable Uranus, that's really on the head of your sign, I know. The month of April begins, my stable Taurus. Yes, upheavals may have become your second nature. I know. Patience and perseverance, it's important. You have to make a good decision. That the time is come. I mean, the correct time has come. You have to make a good decision, and you have to move, change position, to go further, to forget what you have done so far. I mean, come on. What did you do for so many years? Don't stay at the same point. I mean, you have to move. Move. You're too stable. Your professional life hides good surprises, and your erotic life improves from the middle of the month and so on. Be careful not to get wasted all of a sudden. Be careful. The new moon on April 12th in the impulsive Aries pushes you to put your past away, at the side, in order to move on to your otherwise bright future. Realize it. Feel it. The change is here. The full moon on April 27th in the secretive Scorpio makes you more emotional than normally and opens your eyes. You have your eyes in order to see. So see, move. You're not a tree. That's for Taurus.
That's funny.
I know.
They're so grounded and stable anyway, but at the same time, yeah, that movement needs to be there. I get the Two of Tides for them. And this is a really interesting card, especially what you were saying about the full moon period of the month. So this can show that there's a new partnership coming, a new person who's going to intrigue you, pull you closer. So this might also be this thing where you have to get out of your comfort zone in order to find a new romantic interest or a partnership, or, just basically, hey, Lena, thanks for joining us. So as Alexandra said, watch out for new love, new passion, new ideas. And also, also think about things in terms of, and this is coming to me, think about things in terms of intuitive missions and using your intuition in order to move you forward, because I feel like this is a good month for Taurus to reconnect with their intuition and with their soul so that they can move forward, and perhaps that's what's been keeping them stuck in place. So
they are like holding back to things that are old enough. I have the feeling that the Tauruses, they're just they're somehow stuck in old traditions, in old things, in old thoughts. I mean, come on, risk it, guys. It's good. Don't worry. Life is going to show you the way, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
So we go with Gemini. Oh, I will say, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. This is my title. So what's happening, Gemini? The dynamic Mars is making a strong appearance this month, my communicative Gemini. Acumen, energy, power, sexuality. Whoa, April has it all. It would be good to settle your affairs and not leave your job in the middle of something. I mean, do it. The central Venus gives you popularity, and Mercury gives you sociability from the middle of the month and onwards. The new month on April 12th in the impulsive Aries brings you new acquaintances. Be interesting. Maybe even older people who play their role. Okay, don't get me wrong. The older people who play their role, they can be mentors, as an example. Not only erotic talking. It seems that a new social circle is coming up and it's opening for you. Maybe interesting. The full moon on April 27th in the secretive Scorpio throws light and energy in the business things and invites you to pay more attention to your health. So sleep good, eat right, take care of your energy because you will need it. Take care of yourself.
Interesting. So for me, what I have coming up is the Hermit, which I think is a little bit interesting considering what you were saying. Now, of course, taking care of yourself sometimes can mean pulling back from everybody else, because sometimes we get caught up in the social, things that are very social, like eating, drinking, staying up too late, kind of doing things like that. So this is going to be a month where you really want to listen to your own internal guidance. And, perhaps when you are taking care of yourself, make sure that you use your guidance, your internal guidance, as your cue for what you are wanting to do to take care of yourself, for that self-care, instead of kind of going along with the fad diets or the exercise regimes that are really, happy and or whatever, popular in the moment. Listen to yourself. And also, if you find yourself needing a little bit of time away from everybody and the noise and the distractions, and I know Geminis love to talk and love to be at the center of attention and love, just that social aspect. But sometimes it's better for you and better for your health if you spend a night inside and with your, by yourself. Not by yourself, but you know what I mean, like taking care of yourself, really a night off. Give yourself a night off.
It's going to be good. Now I've seen in the background your good vibes sign. This is nice. I love it.
Thank you.
Great. So Gemini, power.
Yeah.
So we're going with Cancer. So my title for you is: do not avoid it, finally decide what you want. What do you want? Do not avoid it. You have to make a decision. Decide it. April brings developments for you, my sensitive Cancer. Almost all the personal planets make an appearance in your medium coeli. That means the point of the horoscope, on the really highest level of the horoscope, that has to do with social and professional prestige. Your relationships at all levels go through a sieve, and all the unwanted ones are put aside. Opened and closed ones, power games, hidden secrets, and intrigues ones are put aside. And everything will fall away. Yes, I know you have to confront all these things, but you're going to make it. You have to make a decision. We talked about it at the beginning. Weigh your relationships and decide with your hand on your heart. What do you want? Which ones are you going to keep? If you don't decide it, they're going to stay there in your life and they're going to be like nothing. They're not going to be developed. They're not going to be the ones that you really want, okay? The new moon on April 12th in the impulsive Aries brings professional and social opportunities. So it's good, new beginnings. The full moon on the 27th in the secretive Scorpio has plenty of eroticism, sex, yeah, maybe. Who knows? And may bring something very exciting in your way. So open your eyes, your ears, your heart. Take away all the burden and all those these relationships that didn't work and make a decision.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's an interesting month, I told you.
Yeah, definitely. And especially for Cancers, because Cancers need that, like the time and the energy and really to think about things before they move forward. But I actually see a lot of happiness this month for Cancers. This is, a card of romance, working out, marriages, things that finally settle down in a fiery aspect. So as a marriage, for example, but it's a card of happiness, of really celebrating the moment instead of, kind of worrying about everything. So I love this, especially look at the little new moon there. It's I think it's going to be a good time for Cancer. Like you said, once they decide what they want, everything in the universe is going to align for them to get that. And once they let go of those things that are holding them back and that they've been holding on to and that have been weighing them down, because Cancers are easily weighed down, they just have to let it go and trust in the universe that they are going to be able to move forward in a new and exciting way that the tarot said it would be. And that you mentioned as well.
I know. It's a match again, as it always is.
Exactly.
Wow. Now, perfect. No, Cancers are like a very homey. We all know that. Cancers is a very family-orientated sign. And in a good way, because they love their family or whatever they choose to call a family. But this time, guys, I'm talking about this, I think, from all the other months and from the beginning, that step by step, you have to come in a place and in a point where you really have to take all these things that we talked about, the burdens, the old, and really take it away. Just give it away. It's time. Because as I spoke at the beginning, with square Uranus and Saturn, and with Uranus in Taurus for 7 years, we have 6 more years. And in Saturn in Aquarius, you won't have a choice. You have to make a decision. And this is for all of you. All of us. I'm sorry, all of us. So I'll go on with Leo.
Okay.
I would say the title is Passion and Intensity. It's really passion and intensity this month. So Control and dealing with it. It always concerns you, my glowing, my glamorous lion. Leo. I say always lion because they remind me of a lion. I mean, the hair is always like this. Yay, Lina! Linachi! So, with the unpredictable Uranus, things get tense. You feel it. It's not easy to make decisions, and the changes, which you do not want at all, occupy each other. I mean, it comes. I know you don't want it, it happens. The planet of life lessons, Saturn, vanishes relationships that you took for granted. You're listening, okay? But do not worry so much. Don't worry so much. Yeah. The lucky Jupiter opens new doors for you and brings you mentors in your way, people with power and authority. And listen to this. It may happen that a person like this becomes your love interest. But be careful, don't overestimate the situation. Almost all the personal planets have conspired for you to have a better time and leave all the difficulties behind. So enjoy. Now, look for the enjoyment inside all these clouds that you feel on your head. The new moon on April 12th in the impulsive Aries helps new beginnings, and the full moon on April 27th in the secretive Scorpio can bring you family irritation and quarrels. So do not lose your temper. I know that you have a lot of fire inside of you, but don't lose it. Keep it for your friends and for people that understand you. Family is family, we know. Yeah. Leo.
Leo. Oh. And you know what's interesting? Yeah, totally. Definitely. There's some fire going on for Leos. And Leos are the ones who, you know, just kind of do well with the fire. What's interesting is the 8 of Gardens that comes up. And this is a card, you know how you were saying they might find a mentor or somebody. And this is a card about, you know, that higher level of achievement, really being recognized for the work that you're doing, really putting your best foot forward in your work area or in things in your life that are going to be more material related. So like your job, like your home, like different things. So make sure, like Alexandra was saying, that you watch your reputation, that you focus your energy and all your fire and your passion on these things that are going to move you forward. And also, you know, that won't necessarily light the fire under you in a bad way, like in a good way. Yeah, it's totally good. But in a bad way, you know, so make sure that you're focusing that fire and that passion on things that are going to drive you to a purpose that you're looking forward to.
I'm just all the time because I can imagine the Leos I know
Yeah.
to us at this time that they feel this thing. They have a lot of energy in the chakra. You know which one? The one that we as Scorpios know best. And they feel this excitement. It's going to be an interesting month for Leos, I'm sure. And let's go to Virgo. And guys, totally. I know, totally. I always wanted to say to you that it's good when we read our horoscopes, we read our sun horoscopes, and we read our ascendants, okay, also. So we need to read both, okay? As an example, I'm Scorpio with Virgo, I'm reading both. Just a small parenthesis, you know. So, which title do I have for Virgos this time? With strategy and logic, you can do everything.
Ooh.
Yes, strategy and logic. I mean, you know, Virgo can do it. The dynamic Mars resides in your medium coeli, my organizational Virgos. So, social recognition and professional recognition are at the forefront. You may feel more pressure, and your obligations tend to increase, I know, but it's going to be okay. Therese, yes, yes, yes. It's going to be okay. Beware around April 9th, when you will be more prone to accidents and deceptions with the dreamy Poseidon blurring your waters. So be careful
Ooh.
around that. Do not rush to make decisions. I know I talked about the decision making. You're going to make decisions, but don't rush it. The communicative Mercury with the sensual Venus extend a helping hand and make your daily life seem easier. So in all this craziness of daily life, you're going to feel somehow protected in a way. The new moon on April 12th in the impulsive Aries may bring the financial benefits you have been waiting for and new beginnings. Good. The full moon on April 27th in the secretive Scorpio sheds light on truth and lies, helping you make decisions. So you're going to make decisions about your further moves. So, as I said, with strategy and logic, you can do everything. Really. I believe in you, Virgo. It's my ascendant too, so I know what I'm talking about.
Nice. Very nice and interesting. And I did the Queen of Tides for them, which is the Queen of Water. So this is one where you can really use the month of April to connect with your emotions, to make sure that you know, the Queen of Tides, she's really in control of her emotions. She's not overreacting. She's not underreacting. She pauses and reflects a lot as well. She's in touch with love. She loves to nurture people. And she's also very, very intuitive. So not only strategy and logic this month, but bring in that intuition as well, so that you can have that total trifecta of all of the best things that are driving your decision-making process this month, Virgo.
Perfect. Perfectly said. It could not be better. For a Virgo, a logical explanation means everything. So we go with Libra. Yes, we can applaud. We can applaud. Yes.
Glad you like that, Jerry.
Yes. Fantastic indeed. So for Libras, I will say, I will leave the title, a very simple one, only one word. Personally. Personally.
Personally?
Yes, personally. With thoughts,
Sorry, wrong person.
Like personally. Like the beginning of a sentence. It has a meaning. So your wounds seem to be healing one by one, my diplomatic Libra. Yes, the climate is favorable this month as well, the atmosphere, with personal planets representing your personal relationships. This is yes, relationships are at the forefront and seem to be tested at all levels. Love, harmony, sex, enjoyment. The new moon on April 12th in the impulsive Aries favors new beginnings and may signal real, total, let's say, how was this movie with Schwarzenegger? Total Recall. Yes. It's a total recall. The lucky Jupiter also puts his hand on all things and gives beautiful things, even an arrival of a child. For all those Libras among you that wishes a child, maybe it's a good period to program it. I don't know, do it. Love is very honored this month. So the planet of life lesson, Saturn, gives you good energy and settles situations. How beautiful. The dynamic Mars, until the end of the month, around the 22nd, makes you even more energetic and favors seminars, studies, everything that has to do with abroad and professional travels. Yes, because I think that traveling is going to be more open as we approach summer months. I think so. The full moon on April 27th in the secretive Scorpio, however, can bring you temporary financial difficulties, but only temporary. So we focus on personal things. Huh?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
And I get strength. And strength is a very personal thing as well, because you are the only one who knows what really derails you and what you have to master within yourself and in your environment. And so the strength card is really, gaining control over the things in your life, gaining control over everything, really. Becoming a force to reckon with, standing firmly in your wants, needs, and desires, and using those things as tools to move you forward, and not allowing yourself to be weakened or suppressed by the things that are normally holding you back. You have the power, Libra. And personally, this is a card for you to draw on your own personal strengths and bring them to the table. And I'm getting goosebumps as I say that, and allowing them to be what controls the conversation, what controls your actions, and what controls how you interact with the world around you. So your own personal power is really key this month.
This is why I said personally, ... It's so magnetic, as you said, it's so powerful. It's very powerful this month for Libra. I mean, my father is Libra, and people that I have a lot of friends that are Libra, and I see that. It's really happening. Libras, really. And now we go to our, I won't say favorite, but I will say
we're both Scorpio, so surprise.
The Scorpio.
It's our personal month.
Yeah, it's good. So, as a title I have, Find the Golden Middle.
Ooh.
Yes. That means balance. You know that word, balance? Wow. April is very interesting for you, my secretive Scorpio. The restriction does not suit you. I mean, restrictions and Scorpio? No. As in anyone, after all, I mean, nobody likes it. But everything is going well from what it seems. So you won't relax at all. I know. I spoke about relaxing, but I don't think so. Everyday life and obligations run, but under positive influences. Recognition, self-expression, good news, and beautiful relationships. Blah, everything is happening. Personal planets help in all levels. The new moon on the April 12th in the impulsive Aries favors new beginnings, and it looks like a big plan you had a long time ago is gonna come true. The family, it's like something very ambiguous, because on the one hand, tensions are coming, and on the other hand, beautiful moments are coming in the family. It's something like black and white somehow. Take your measures, do not overdo it, keep your balance. From the middle of the month, light falls on your interpersonal relationships. Pay attention to the discussions. The full moon on April 27th in our zodiac sign, in the zodiac sign of Scorpio, marks developments, but always for your good. So don't be afraid, Scorpios. Maybe you will feel, I don't know, some bumps are coming on your way, but everything is happening for a reason. I truly believe that. And it's a lot to proceed. You feel inside of you that you are in a dilemma and you have to make a decision. You have a dilemma all the time. But don't worry, keep the balance. It's going to come. Find the golden middle. This is why I'm talking about the golden middle.
Interesting.
I know. You feel it. Yeah. I know you feel it.
Oh, yeah. And Scorpios are generally very intense people. And so a lot of, that intensity goes into everything that we do. It goes into our families. It goes into our work. It even goes into ourselves. And so we have these expectations, but sometimes expectations and reality, we have to find the golden middle there between the two. So the card that came up this month is the 10 of Tides. And this is a really good card regarding relationships and regarding the wishes that we've put out there. Like you said, something might come up in this month that we've been waiting for and hoping for that actually might turn the tides for us and really bring us to a different level of self-satisfaction, not only self-satisfaction, but also satisfaction in our relationships, in our home life, with our intuition and with our, anything related to water. So with that flow in life, love and hope. And so these conversations that you're hinting are going to happen are actually for the overall good, as you said. These are going to bring us to a different level of happiness within ourselves, within our home, within our love life, within our relationships. But like you said, we just have to make sure that we are balanced and that we can see the good coming with all of this, because it will be a lot. It's the 10. It's the end of one phase and the beginning of the next phase. And so that's something that we have to kind of incorporate into our thinking as well. Don't be scared of it. Don't fear it. It might feel a little bit overwhelming, but sometimes overwhelming, it might be a good kind of overwhelm instead of, something to fear or, run away from.
Fear. No, exactly as you said it. I mean, I feel it like this. I feel it all the way, that changes are here. We talked about it so many times. We're going to talk about it like we're going to finish this until the end of 2021. It's really like this. And for us, interpersonal relationships are so important, and we are dealing with it every day, and we are intense, as you said. The key to the way Scorpios feel is intensity. Mm-hmm. For sure. This is a big thing. I mean, if you want to understand the Scorpio, you have to understand that the Scorpio thinks and feels with intensity. Mm-hmm. So you can understand with passion, with really passion, because it's coming from a good point almost every time.
Yeah.
Almost every time. No, if we're not in the dark side, oh my God.
We have a way of balancing the dark side and making the dark side a little bit brighter. It shines a little light.
Talking about, I don't know. Let me fix my hair.
Yeah, let me fix my hair.
No. Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. So, title. Health above all. Health. Ooh. Health. Yes. Yes. April is good for you, my traveling Sagittarius. Until the middle of the month, or your personal planets emphasize flirting, love, creativity, children, and life in general. Your 5th house, the home of hobbies, children, and sex, is especially illuminated, and harmonious relationships are favored. Nice time to spend valuable quality time with your loved ones. What can I say? The new moon on the 12th of April, impulsive Aries, shows that luck is on your side. Come on, Sagittarius, you're gonna have to open a champagne bottle now and celebrate. Have to listen to that. Beware of exaggerations and openings. Like, do not let over-optimism take over your mind. Keep it simple as much as you can. From the middle of April onwards, all this energy passes into your 6th house, the home of working environment, mental and physical health, as well as everyday life. So pay a little more attention to your health. Yeah. The full moon on April 27th in the secretive Scorpio may bring you psychological ups and downs, where time with yourself will help a lot. So this is what I talked about, health. You have to take care of your mental and physical health, because energy and emotions and all these things that are coming up all together, you're going to feel like you don't have air. So you need air to breathe, and you need time for yourself. I know that you are like bored till death and you cannot stand this lockdown anymore. Please be careful, please.
Mm. Interesting. Very interesting.
Mm.
So, yeah. What I get for the Sagittarius is the Two of Tides. It comes up again. So this is a card of new relationships, new romances, new friendships, things that are going to have a certain depth to begin with. So you might be meeting somebody new, or you might actually deepen your intuitive studies. Magic comes up in my mind for some reason. So Sagittarius, just make sure that you heed Alexandra's warnings and make sure that you're safe at all times with these new people that you're around. Don't let yourself get too caught up in kind of any kind of peer pressure, or wanting to make yourself look good. And this speaks again to that initial thought that you had about acting with integrity and honoring yourself in all of your actions, and making sure, because at this point in time, it's going to be really important, especially for you, Sagittarius. I feel like this is a key point for you, to honor yourself. And Sagittarius is usually someone who marches to their own drummer and everything like that. But the whole COVID thing might have you crawling the walls and just really so excited about getting out and meeting new people and everything. But make sure that the person and the people that you're meeting with and exploring life with are on the same level as you.
Important, very important for Sagittarius, because they are going with this open mind toward the world. So they have to be careful, because they will feel this overcoming of feelings, all of them together. So they have to understand and to see the difference, what's good for me, what's not good. But really, they have to take care of their health.
Yeah.
Physical and mental. Okay, both.
So make sure that person that you meet is also good for your mental health as well.
It affects you. It affects both in a way.
Oh yeah, totally.
So we go to Capricorn. Oh. So my title for Capricorns is Work and Joy. Work and Joy. Yeah. Capricorn is my fiancé, so I know what I'm talking about. Positive developments this month, my workaholic Capricorn. Home and family are at the forefront. Joy, communication, expression, and luck are some of the characteristics that personal planets bring, which happens to form like good things in your life. You can now solve several issues that have been collected over the years. And the new moon on April 12th in the impulsive Aries favors new beginnings and gives luck and energy. The work will not stop at all, but neither will the running, all these things that you're doing, until the 22nd, of the month. Beware of accidents due to carelessness. Be careful, stay focused. Towards the end of the month, there may be small fights with the other half, with your loved ones, but that will pass. It's nothing important. Just don't overdo it. The full moon on April 27th in the secretive Scorpio sheds light on a new chapter of acquaintances and collective actions where you will be called to play an important role over the time. Interesting developments for Capricorn.
Very, very interesting.
I see it here all the time. I see.
Very nice. So I got the 9 of Gardens, and this is showing that he's going, finally the fruits of the labor are going to start appearing, and finally all the hard work and effort that has been put into these projects is really going to take root. And so this is a card of independence. What's that called? Independent wealth, satisfaction in life, finally feeling like you have your feet on the ground, because this is so important, even though the Capricorns are always climbing to new heights and, scaling walls and everything like that. I really think that that grounded, settled success, just feeling good about where they're at is what they're always looking for. And that's why they put so much hard work and effort into everything, because that's what they want. And so finally in April, they're going to feel like, I can rest a little bit. I can breathe. Everything that I've been working on is finally going to come to fruition. So it's a good month for Capricorn.
Finally. They are really hardworking signs. They're really hardworking. And they try a lot, and they try, and they are like so focused. All the Capricorns that I know are so focused. They want to achieve their goals. They want to be successful in everything they choose. And when they don't achieve it for a long period and it's stuck somehow, they are devastated. I mean, it's the worst thing you can do to them. So I have the feeling also, and I see the development, that something good is happening. As you said, they earn all the seeds that they. So
yeah, finally,
good.
Yes,
very happy. And with Aquarius. So the title is Air on Your Sails. We say that in Greek. Maybe I translated it from Greek, but I love it because without air, you cannot go anywhere with the sails on the boat. I mean, in the ship. You need air on the sails. So air on your sails. Things are calming down a bit this month, my area Aquarius. Express your point of view as always. We know that. Time you become more understood. A miracle has happened. Information you receive, and you are invited to process. It's not too little at a time. That means that you receive a lot of information, and it's not little information. It's a lot of information. The family, things are doing well. You have a lot of energy, a lot of movement, and maybe you think about changing environment. Maybe you change your, let's say, your furniture. Maybe you change house. Maybe you move. Everything can happen. Movement. The new moon on April 12th in the Aquarius favors new beginnings and brings new ideas, which are also enjoyable. The positive, good energy of the month will continue, no matter how unpredictable you feel it is. Yeah, the lucky Jupiter probably leads you to the realization of a wish. You don't know it, but you have a wish. Yeah. The full moon on April 27th in the secretive Scorpio pushes you to evaluate collaborations, friendships, and relationships in general. So, you're going to realize a lot of stuff. You have the energy, you have the air on your sails that you need to move forward, and you're going to make it. And this month is let's say, a less crazy month than all the other months. It's 2021 for you. Aquarius. It's
very
crazy.
interesting.
It's crazy for them. It's really crazy for them.
Well, I get the Queen of Air, which is kind of funny. We're talking about air coming up so much for Aquarius this month. And this is, an invitation to think about things from an intellectual perspective rather than, allowing things to run through your heart first, instead of through your head first. The Queen of Winds or the Queen of Air is sometimes she's like the bitch of the tarot, but it's not a bad thing to analyze things from a totally intellectual perspective and to make sure that you take everything into consideration and make a judgment according to those findings rather than allowing yourself, so many of us and the Scorpios and the Cancers and the Pisces in the room can be like, oh yeah, I make decisions with my heart. The Queen of Wands doesn't have a problem making decisions with her head. And they might not be the decisions that everybody else would make. And that's okay. Stand firm in your own beliefs. I know you've done the thinking about it. So this is something that the Queen of Wands is saying. The air is in your sails. Let it push you to where, but also make sure you're steering.
How interesting. How interesting that the air card came up.
Mm-hmm.
How interesting.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a lot happening. I know, Aquarius, it's a lot of things are happening now in your life. I mean, Saturn is in Aquarius. Saturn is the planet of life lessons.
Ooh, yeah.
Everything, it's like, it's controlling everything. I mean, Aquarius, you have Saturn, the control freak planet. You have Aquarius, the airy, the ideas, everything is flowing. I mean, technology is Aquarius, communication is Aquarius, everything is Aquarius, like everything that's happening, the developments. And you have control on the developments. I mean, it's like you put an Aquarius in a golden cage and you say, yes, my dear Aquarius, you can develop your ideas, but don't forget that you're in a cage. You cannot do everything you want. Of course you can feel like you can, but you don't. So it's crazy. I feel them, and I can understand how they feel.
Yeah.
I mean, respect to the Aquarius 2021. Respect. I don't want to be an Aquarius. I'm so sorry, guys. I mean, I love you, Aquarius. You're so exciting and new, but it's not so easy for you. So now we have Pisces, last zodiac sign for today. And I would say in the title, life has it all. This month finds you quite troubled, dreamy Pisces. Family matters do not leave you alone. Tensions and quarrels are not lacking, but you may play the role, I know, of a referee sometimes. This is not so easy. The new moon on April 12th in the impulsive Aries favors, on the other hand, new beginnings, and from your new original ideas, you can see your income increase. Quarrels are not lacking as well. Hello. So, you have to dare. Yeah, you have to dare. After the middle of the month, the personal planets, Sun, Mercury, and Venus, favor communication and discussions as you win with your arguments. It's not excluded that you move. Yeah, you can move. Things calm down around April 23, where even luck seems to smile on your financial things. Yeah, I think a new idea is going to come up there. The full moon on April 27th on the secretive Scorpio gives you beautiful moments with your loved ones that you need so much. Yeah? Nice. It's good for Pisces, I think. You are a little bit troubled. You don't get the emotional, maybe, energy that you wish, but don't worry. Life has it all. Don't forget. It's all inside. Yeah, it's a nice, let's say, how do you prepare food without ingredients? You need all of them.
That's a lovely way of putting it too. And I think sometimes we take for granted that we do need all of those ingredients in life. And we're always hoping for the sunny days, but we need the rainy days for the gardens to grow. And speaking of gardens, we have the Seven of Gardens. And this is telling me too that Pisces is working on something that they really want to bring to fruition, and that they have to put that little bit of extra effort into it, nurture these things, bring all those ingredients to the table, and pick and choose what it is you want to use in nurturing whatever it is that you're working on growing. Because you, Pisces, have the choice right now. I feel like Pisces has a little bit of a choice. What ingredients? Of course, life has it all. And of course, but they get to pick and choose what they focus on. We all get to pick and choose what we focus on. So taking those moments with their loved ones and taking those extra things to feed and nourish their souls, maybe for those little times when they don't have so much, or when they're feeling a little bit extra down because they can't have things the way that they want to right now. Choose what you focus on, nourish those things, let those things be the things that grow and that feed your soul in this month. So that's the Seven of Gardens.
Perfect. Perfect. I mean, it includes everything. And Pisces, yes, I think they have something in mind. Something in mind they want to achieve. Something like this is like my instinct is telling me. My astrological instinct is telling me that. My antennas. Yeah, you see, but Susan, you can feel that something changed. This month is lighter.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It feels in a way lighter.
Yeah, like the spring is coming, and I know that I go out and I'm out in the garden, but it just feels there's a different quality to everything. And I think that, for a lot of us, really almost having to focus on what our priorities are, what's most important to us, what we want to spend our time and energy on, and what we're not interested in spending time and energy on anymore. That, coupled with this age of Aquarius where anything is possible, and the fiery energy of spring and Aries, is just really feeding something that is the foundations of something magnificent and something really world altering, with the landing on Mars, with rover landing, and also with, kind of having this bigger viewpoint of colonization, perhaps, or of taking care of the planet that we're on, as a goal as well, and seeing how some of the bigger entities like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or whatever are not only looking at the stars, but they're looking at the Earth. And it's really interesting to see how that has kind of blossomed.
Yeah, and it's changing.
Changing.
I spoke at the beginning about those three squares.
Mm-hmm.
Uranus, it's a confrontation. And what I didn't say, because I have it on my notes here and I wanted to talk about as an ending, is that Uranus is in Taurus. This is not a good sign for Uranus to be in.
Okay.
This is a traditional Uranus sign. And it stays for 7 years. 7 years. Now, 1 year we've passed it, so 6 years more. That means Uranus is not feeling at his house, and Taurus has to do with relationships. He will be a team player, listen to this, but only for his team. That means that whoever wishes to use the power for bad things, negative things for humanity, phony stuff, it will come up in like an explosion. Do you see what's happening? Do you see what's happening now around the world? Whenever something's hidden, it doesn't take 1 year to come up. It comes up really fast. Because Uranus is doing that. Uranus is unpredictable, I know, but Uranus together with Saturn, yeah, exposed, yeah, for sure. It's something. It's happening. It's really happening. So it's really happening, and this is the point that we have to be all very careful. And I'm talking about it all the time. Be careful what you're doing. Try to share light, happiness, love. Take care of yourself. Meditate a lot if you can. It helps a lot. And be like, yeah. What's Therese? Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Therese.
Thank you, Therese.
Yeah, see you next month. We're so excited. Yeah. And I really feel that good changes are going to come. But everything is coming through changes. Don't forget that changes bring also things that we don't like.
Well, change is scary for a lot of people. They say it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. But I think we need to open up to possibilities that we can create something much better, and that we have the technology, we have the know-how, we have the enthusiasm now, and we just need to keep exposing these hidden agendas, and we need to keep everything in alignment with integrity and in alignment with the best thing for everybody, not just ourselves, not just the team that we're on.
No, it's about the collective. And as a very good friend of mine, Nikos, told me, Alexandra, we have to stop not giving, I'm sorry for the expression, not giving a shit. We have to react. We have to talk about things, subjects that are like, let's say, hidden taboo or something. No, it's over with this century, with this decade.
Good.
We have to speak. We have channels. We can use those channels, always with integrity and respect towards human race. But respect has to be there. Respect has to be earned. But we're not going to accept everything. We have to speak. If we don't speak for ourselves, who's going to speak for ourselves? We don't live in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s. We have to take care, and we have to use the power of Aquarius in this age. We have to use the power of Saturn, of Uranus, of Aquarius, of our planets. I mean, we are humans. We have a brain. We have to use it and not accept everything, as you said. Not accept everything. I'm 100% sure of that, because if all the collective is changing, then the change is going to come. I mean, the politics had to change because they think that we're stupid. We're not.
Yeah. Well, and before, it's I'm all like, that could be a big, big topic, but, and it's good though, that we do have this transparency, and we do have public records, and we do have a way of finding out what's going on without it having to run through the filter of traditional media. So,
yes.
Yeah.
We use them. We like them. We can use them. We know how it works. So,
Exactly. So wonderful. Well, it's always a pleasure to do these tarot and horoscope sessions with you. I can't wait to see you in person one of these days. So hopefully the travel restrictions will be lifted, and
you have to visit me. I mean, we're going to come to Vienna for some, I'm sure, but you have to visit us also in Greece.
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's on my bucket list. So
I wish you all a very nice month. It's getting better. This month is like lighter month. So take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, relax, and enjoy every moment. And listen to music and see some good films. It helps.
Yes. And enjoy the colors and the warmth and yes.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, everyone, have a blessed April. I hope you have the most fantastic month. And come back. We'll see you on the first Friday, as usual, in May.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.